profession, sleep duration, dietary health, and degree, as we saw before. Uh, Doing this, we just removed less than 1% of the data, so I don't think it's relevant considering that the data is over 140,000 rows. Here we recheck, we double check the train. We created a train subset. So city now contains all of the cities and profession as well, sleep duration, dietary habits, and degree. So we're going to perform some feature engineering. First, I started by splitting the data into synthetic and original data sets. So I'm going to perform the data visualizations just over the original data set. Uh, so here we just mapped the depression column. In the data set, it is set as a string, no and yes. So you're going to set as a binary, zeros and one. Here we concatenate the train subset and the original subset. Here we created an age group, less than 30, 31 to 40, and so on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 groups. Here we combine working professional and students, since it seems to be redundant information. So we remove one of these columns and created a new column called working professional or student. So we apply this function here, and we created another function combining profession and student. So we just combining working professional, yes or no, uh, and students for, let's just check. Set profession. Profession as well, we do the same. Uh, Profession is equal to student. We call it student. If not, we call it unknown. Okay. We apply the profession function here. And here we combine the academic pressure and work pressure into one single variable. Here we set its cumulative grade point average. Actually, we replace the missing values with the mean of the CGPA, considering that just students, so we filter just the students. For profession is going to be missing. Set study job satisfaction. We combine study and job satisfaction as well. So for the students, the profession variable is missing for the professional, the study satisfaction is missing. So we just combine both variables, and for the missing value, we use the most frequent value for study satisfaction. Financial stress, we just replace DNAs with the mode of financial stress. We created a work study hours grouped three categories: less than 5, 5 to 8, greater than 8. We also created a categorical variable for, we group the CGPA as well, low, medium, and high. We apply the function. Here we just select the, we split we created a list with the categorical variables, discrete variables, and continuous variables. Here I combined uh, the degree into four types of degrees: undergraduate, high school postgraduate, professional, doctorate. So bachelor commerce, it's an undergraduate. Bachelor, I don't know, I don't remember. Business administration, BN, I don't know. Master's degree, or his or master's and PhD. We apply this. Uh, so we created here. We created two different data set. One with the original data and the synthetic data. Define the color palette for the graphs, and here I created a pie chart and a stacked chart. So the data seems to be visually seems to be quite similar. So in the synthetic data, 18.2% of the people have depression, and on the original data, 70.8 have depression. So it doesn't seem to be that much difference. So here we apply the function for the bar charts. Gender, original, and synthetic data. There are no difference between gender. We can we'll see that if uh, these differences are statistically significant. City, well, this city has a higher incidence of depression. This is high data, but I'm not sure how to spell it. Student, we can see visually that students have a significant incidence of depression. We're going to test the strength and of this significant profession. So student have I created a profession as student. Sleep duration usual less than 5 hours have more incident of depression, which makes a lot of sense as well. Dietary habits, unhealthy people have a more uh, incidence of depression. Uh, I'm not sure if it's like causality. People with depression tends to be more unhealthy, or if unhealthy people tends to be more depressed. I'm not sure that, as they say, correlation doesn't imply causation, so we don't know that. Degree, class 12 have a more incidence of depression. Suicidal thoughts, we can clearly see that people that have had had ever suicidal thoughts in their lives uh, are more depressed. Family history of mental illness, it doesn't seem to be that much of difference, uh, at least visually. Age group, less than 30s have more incidence of depression. It makes a lot of sense since we build resilience over the age. So, above 30, let's say that most of the people are more resilient. They faced a lot of problems in their life, so they kind of got used to it. High school people uh, are much more depressed than the other types of education. CGPA, low, medium, have more incidence of depression. Makes a lot of sense because when we are depressed, uh, we we have some cognitive loss, motivation loss, lack of memory, attention, focus, and we have a bunch of cognitive losses. Study hours, people who study more than 8 hours stands for the other people who study for less than 5 hours, 5 to 8. So students who studies more tend to be more depressed. So don't be overwhelmed by these studies. Don't press you too hard. Uh, so here are some of the pie charts just with the number of observations. So male, most of the data sets have uh, comes from males. The cities, most of the data comes not from students. Profession, It sleep duration healthy, moderate. Most of them comes from people with moderate healthy habits. Suicidal thoughts, a bunch of different. Most of them